What's up everyone, today I'm down at Dave Edwards Toyota and behind me is a 2018 Toyota Rav 4. Huge thanks to them for providing this for me today. I'll have a link to their website down in the description below. And the model that we're looking at today is the Adventure. It's finished off in Silver Sky Metallic and has an MSRP just under $32,000. Under the hood is a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. This is only paired to a 6-speed automatic with a sequential shift mode. You can also get this in a hybrid version as well. This engine produces 176 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 172 pound-feet of torque at 4,100 RPM. Front-wheel drive is standard. You can get all-wheel drive with the hybrid version. Weighs in around 3,400 pounds, 0 to 60 is just above 8 seconds. It has a top speed of 124 miles an hour. The ground clearance measures 6.2 inches, and with a 15.9 gallon fuel tank, you can expect the MPG to be 23 in the city and 30 on the highway. The wheelbase measures 104.7 inches. It has an overall length of 183.5. The width is 72.6 and it has a height of 65.9 inches. Starting up front with this split grille with 4 parking sensors running between them. This comes standard with projector beam halogen headlights, fog lights on each side in the lower section of the bumper. There's a nice black stripe running along the hood which differentiates this from the other models. Very clean lines coming down the hood as well. Moving on to the side, this features 18 by 7.5 inch black aluminum wheels. The side mirrors are heated and power folding. They're also finished off in black and have integrated turn signals in them. There's more chrome trim pieces surrounding the windows. 4-wheel disc brakes with ABS are all around, with the rotors up front measuring 11.7 inches and 11.2 inches in the rear. There's aggressive side skirts with the Adventure badge stamped into the back section, and a very nice line running from the front quarter panel all the way to the rear taillight. And finishing up in the rear with the integrated spoiler and third brake light, standard backup camera with 4 parking sensors. This offers LED taillights and has a towing capacity up to 3,500 pounds. And now with the key, we'll go ahead and take a more in-depth view of the interior, and as long as I have the key on me, just place my hand in the door handle, it will automatically unlock. The door panel is finished off in a nice two-tone leather, very nice gray running behind the grab handle. There's an intricate pattern design running around all the side window controls with lock and unlock, and of course the aluminum release handle. This has a 6-speaker audio sound system, a little bit of storage space on the lower section of the door. Adventure is written out in the door sill. Moving inside now to the two-tone cloth seats. They have white stitching running along each side, along with good bolstering support. These have a 6-way manual adjustability along with manual forward and back. Once inside, we're greeted with a fully wrapped black leather steering wheel with great hand positioning on each side. All of the buttons on the right control the center gauge setup, which I'll get to here in a second, along with the forward-facing sensors and cruise control. And to the left, all of these control Bluetooth and the radio. So using the buttons on the left side of the steering wheel, we can look at a couple different settings. This menu here shows your average miles per hour and miles per gallon. You can look at miles until empty along with your average. There's an eco meter and a time until rest mode. Look at your compass, your audio, more technology features and being able to turn those on and off. A lot of different settings you can go through. To the left of the steering wheel, you can turn on and off lane keeping assist along with the brightness of the gauges. The side mirror controls, you can also open and close the rear tailgate. More leather below one air vent, another trim piece above that. There's a speaker up front. Coming back to the center gauge setup again, you have your tach and engine temperature on the left side with your speedometer and fuel gauge on the right, and more aluminum trim pieces surrounding the gauge setup. 2 air vents in the center, a small gauge setup in front of the 6.1-inch touchscreen display screen. Taking a look at the center screen now, there's a lot of different things you can customize with this. On the home screen, you can actually change what you want to see, so you can have weather appear instead of the navigation and change all these around if you'd like. We can go to apps so you can view all of the other settings like navigation again, audio, phone, your economy modes, setup, traffic, and weather. We'll go into setup. You can go to your home screen. Again, customize anything that you'd like there. Go to your phone settings and view everything like that. It's very easy to use. You can also just hit on home or apps to go back to your normal screen. You have your volume and power button on the left, tuning on the right side, more track and other controls as well. Below that screen, there's a digital readout for the dual zone climate control, so you can easily view that for passenger and driver, along with the fan speed buttons and other AC controls in the middle of that. To the left of that is the engine start stop button, and that leads us to the leather wrap center section here. It leads all the way over to a little cubby spot and of course the passenger side air vent. Gives the center a really nice look. Below that is the Eco and Sport mode along with a USB and 12 volt. There's 2 cubby storage pockets in front of 1 cup holder with more of that intricate pattern design in front of the shifter. On the top of the shifter is the Adventure logo, which is a cool touch to see. We'll go ahead and put the car into reverse. You'll see the backup camera light up. When you turn the wheel, the lines turn as well to help guide you even further. We'll put the car all the way down into drive. Over to the left, you can use this to shift if you need to. To the left of the shifter is the manual parking brake. There's 1 cup holder behind that. Looking at the center storage space, you have a little bit on the top, and then if we click on the far right button, that opens up the lower section. Definitely a lot of room. Moving over to the glove box now, definitely has a lot of room. And again, there is the one on the top section. We'll take another look at the seats. And this car does feature a sunroof. All of those controls are up in the center, of course, along with a sunglass holder as well. Now it's time to move on to the rear storage space. The door panel is obviously finished off like up front with more of the leather, 1 speaker and a little bit of cubby space in the bottom. The Adventure logo is down on the door sill as well. This is a 5-seater, so let's go ahead and hop in. Behind both front seats, there's a little bit of storage space. There's a 12 volt down in the center. With the front seat set at my height, 5'10", I definitely have a lot of leg room. I have plenty of headroom too, and these seats do recline if you want even more space. So it's definitely not crammed in the back seats. Here's the view out of the rear glass. And looking at the center pull out of the seat, that reveals 2 cup holders. The back seats also have a 60-40 split to them, so you can easily put anything through the back that you need. Very versatile to be able to fold these completely flat. Now it's time to take a look at the rear storage space, and I can either hold the button on the key fob or walk up to the car, of course. It is a power folding tailgate. Once that's open, it reveals 38 cubic feet of storage space with the seats up and about 73 cubic feet of storage space with the seats down. There's this removable cover that we can detach and completely remove if you need more room. There's a 2-prong outlet on the right side, couple tie-down hooks if you need to use those, along with a very durable all-weather floor mat with Adventure written out on it. If you lift up on the mat, that reveals the spare tire, so you have that in the back as well. Definitely a lot of versatility and storage space. Up top on the liftgate, you have 1 grab handle. You can also push on this power button. That'll automatically close it up. So getting the RAV4 out on the road now, the first thing that I'm going to go over is the visibility. This is a smaller SUV, but it still gives you great visibility. Looking over your left and right shoulder, you can easily see. I like that there is a 3rd glass back there behind the seats, making that pillar back there not as bulky, so you can easily see to the left and right of the pillar. Doesn't give you a huge blind spot either, so you can easily see all around. Looking over your left shoulder, you can easily see out of the back glass, and of course out of the rear view mirror. Definitely a lot of visibility, so it's easy to see around. And putting a couple miles on this now, I don't have any complaints with how it rides. The suspension is absorbing all these bumps really well, kind of just what you would expect in a normal SUV like this. But it's a really comfortable ride, so driving this every day, I don't see any issues with that. The seating position is really comfortable too. You have the adjustment to raise and lower the back of the seat, so if you don't want to feel like you're up on the hood in a sense, you can easily lower that down. So I could easily see this being a good daily driver. You have a lot of storage space behind the seats, along with folding them down and putting 4 other people in here with you. It's just a normal economy vehicle that you can drive every day. Moving on to all of the interior materials now, I like how everything is laid out. The center navigation screen is really easy to use. It's across the board with most of the Toyotas. I just got finished checking out a Tundra, so if you guys want to check out that video, I'll have it down in the description below. But everything is laid out virtually the same, so it's very easy to adapt to. All of the buttons on the steering wheel are the same. On the right side, they all control that center screen setup. Everything is very user-friendly and easy to use. Very minimal buttons too. I like how all the AC controls are grouped together on this leather-wrapped piece. It really it protrudes towards the driver just a little bit. Gives it a really cool angle. It's kind of up a little bit, so you can easily see all of the buttons. They're laid out well. Very minimal buttons too, which I like. You have all the AC controls grouped together, and then the navigation screen above that. I like the leather steering wheel. These fabric seats really are comfortable. I like the texture to them. And then moving back to driving this car, going back to the ride quality and the noise, it's very, very comfortable on the inside of this car. It's not loud at all. You really can't hear the tire and road noise at all, which is a plus. So being able to daily drive this, you can definitely do and have a nice comfortable ride at the same time. This car also has a lot of standard safety features like distance pacing, the Toyota Safety Sense, which offers lane keeping assist, lane departure, rear traffic alert, It has all of those standard. So with all of those features, that makes this a very safe, reliable, midsize SUV. You have all that technology you can turn on and off. So if you don't want something, you have the option to turn it off. This also features the Eco and Sport mode button. So I'm just gonna do a small acceleration to see if there's a difference between the two. I have it in Eco right now. It definitely gets up and goes. It's not quick, but it definitely can move a good bit. Put it over into Sport mode. I really don't see a difference between the two. And of course, I'm not redlining it or anything crazy like that, but I'm sure there is a difference in MPG. Of course, putting it into Eco mode, you should see a higher MPG than Sport mode. So overall, this is a really practical SUV to own. It's on the smaller side again, but you could easily put 5 people in here. Has all the standard safety features you want, comfortable ride. And now we'll take one last look from the passenger side. Very nice leather on the door panel. I really like this piece that runs along the whole center. Gives it a really nice look along with the brushed aluminum up top. Clean center, very nice looking seats again. Another look from the rear seats. I have this one folded down so you can get this perspective, how much room you have to go all the way through. Basically anything that you need to put back here, you have the room to do it. So that is my walk-around review and test drive of the 2018 Toyota RAV4. Definitely a very practical SUV. It has a lot of standard safety features, comfortable ride as well, and it can even tow. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more videos to come. I'll see you guys next video.